What's up, everybody? It's your girl Toya, aka L Bliss, and welcome back to my channel. If you're here and you're back, I know it's probably because of the series that we're doing on how to change your life in 90 days. We've been going through and explaining just how relatable it is to be in a space where you are ready for change. Point blank, period. You haven't clicked on this video by mistake. It is by destiny that you have landed right here, and it is for a very good reason. We are here to change our lives in a matter of 90 days, and I'm here to give you tangibles to take with you to do so. So stay tuned, I got you. So first things first, how to overcome the fear of change, how to embrace your new life. So some of these things we have kind of touched the surface on. One of those things being how it is okay and it is so common for fear to be the reason you are afraid of change, okay? It is so common to be afraid of change. So many of us across this world experience being paralyzed by what we know as fear of the unknown, fear of knowing that you have to make a change, fear of knowing I don't know how to go about it, I don't know the first step, what will people think of me, fear of judgment, fear of all of these things. It can be big or small, but fear has so much power to hinder and stop our progress. It's okay. It's okay to feel afraid to change. We must acknowledge it while we're on the journey to change. You have to identify the fear. These are some of the common things that people experience when they face considering a change, okay? Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These are some of those common fears that kind of creep up in us and make us say, you know what? It's not even worth it because it feels uncomfortable. The body's response to it is not, it's discomfort. One of the questions that I ask myself when I'm facing a big or small change, and I know it's coming up and I know I need to do it, because for me, sometimes I'll dream about it. I get this nagging feeling in my gut, and it's like, hey, there's something that is pushing me to a new height, and I might not be ready to accept it, but I feel it in my body. One of those questions for me that I have to ask myself, what is the worst that could happen? Sometimes we get so caught up in the what ifs. We're off to the future of thinking of, hey, what if it doesn't go good? What if somebody doesn't like it? What if it causes me to separate from different relationships? All of these things we take on before we even make the steps to start the change. And these are some of those common things that hold us back from making those changes. Sometimes that fear that's building up, like what I mentioned earlier about that feeling that I get, it could be letting you know that you are on the brink of something. This might be whoever you believe in, but for me, it's God, right? This might be God speaking to you that, hey, I might feel scared, but underneath that is me thriving, me flourishing, a new business idea, something creative that makes me feel good, that's going to replenish me, whatever that is. You never know what is behind that fear, and we don't get those little inklings for no reason at all. I believe it is all divine. There are other examples. There are times where we know, right? We know that maybe in our career that we have become stagnant. We have become not as much fun anymore because we need something different. And we will take what we're feeling, that fear of change, that fear of growing, that fear of the unknown, and we'll hide it a lot of times, and we'll pat it down and say, oh, don't come up again, and oh no, it's okay. And sometimes we feel like we're not good enough to go after the change, to go after a new life. And that's another thing tied into that worthiness, because we are worthy of these things. We are worthy. We as human beings are supposed to continue to evolve and change. It is a part of our experience here on earth. So the next time that you look at something as, oh, I'm scared to do it, that's when I suggest you go after it with a vengeance, because usually that's the good stuff. How we're going to overcome the fear of change, I want you to do the following. I'm challenging you. In this video, you're going to have many challenges, because it's not just hearing it. You have to start applying. Write down your fears. Write them down. I know it might sound corny. It might sound so simplistic, but I'm telling you, write down the fears. Everything that makes you cringe, that makes you scared, that makes you feel like you can't do something, write it down, because one by one, you gotta face it. I run to the things that scare me the most. It's scary as hell, but that's what I want you to do. So start by writing them down. You're gonna confront that list of fears by writing out the possible outcomes. I don't care if you gotta close your eyes and do it. Write the list of fears, write out the possible outcomes, and when you read over it and look at it, you're gonna realize it's not so bad. I promise. I want you to take this small step today to push through your fear. Comment down below right now if you made it to this part of the video. Comment down below right now and tell me what fear you're tackling and how you plan to overcome it. Comment down below. The moment you let fear stop controlling you is the moment your life starts to change. Take control now and create the life you deserve. Okay, and I want to encourage you guys, if you're taking that challenge, to share your progress in the comments. Let people know how this has helped you to develop those small steps and habits. Continue to build that, and just remember that consistency compounds. The small things that you do every single day that will lead to big results. You've got this.